Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered if we are truly alone? For generations, people all over the world have seen things they just cannot explain. Strange lights dancing in the darkness, objects moving in ways our best technology just cannot replicate. These are not just campfire stories, they are documented events witnessed by credible people who had nothing to gain. The history of unidentified flying objects or UFOs is a long one, filled with mystery and wonder. It makes us question our place in the vast, silent universe. These sightings are not a modern phenomenon. They stretch back long before airplanes or satellites. Ancient texts describe fiery chariots and shields of light. Some UFO cases are so compelling they refuse to be forgotten. They stand as pillars in the history of this mystery. Take the Roswell incident of 1947. Something crashed in the desert of New Mexico. The local military base first announced they had recovered a flying disc. Then, just one day later, they changed their story completely. Then there is the Rendlesham Forest incident, often called Britain's Roswell. United States Air Force personnel witnessed strange lights descending into a nearby forest. Led by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt, a security patrol went to investigate. They found a triangular craft hovering just above the ground. It was described as metallic, with strange symbols on its surface. Another powerful case is the Phoenix Lights of 1997. Thousands of people, including the governor, saw a massive V-shaped object. In Belgium, police and military reported large, silent triangular UFOs. When governments offer explanations that do not make sense, people start to draw their own conclusions. When a decorated pilot describes seeing a structured craft, a group of police officers describes seeing a structured craft, and the official report calls it swamp gas. Trust begins to erode. It has driven citizen researchers and independent journalists to spend their lives digging for the truth. They file Freedom of Information Act requests. Many who come forward face ridicule from their communities and dismissal from authorities. This culture of ridicule creates a powerful incentive to stay silent. When official documents are released with entire paragraphs blacked out, those black bars aren't just hiding words, they're hiding answers. For decades, the official government position on UFOs was one of simple dismissal. Projects like the United States Air Force's Project Blue Book ran from 1952 to 1969. While they collected thousands of cases, their public conclusion was that there was no evidence of extraterrestrial vehicles. Most sightings, they claimed, were misidentifications of stars, clouds, aircraft, or balloons. The project was officially closed, sending a clear message: move along. However, behind that public dismissal, the story was more complicated. Even Project Blue Book could not explain over 700 of its cases. These were labeled as unidentified. What were these lingering unknowns? In recent years, the official story has begun to shift, only slightly. In 2020, the Pentagon officially released 3 videos taken by Navy pilots. The videos show objects performing maneuvers that defy our known laws of physics. The 2021 ODNI report acknowledged 144 reports and could only explain one. After all these years, we are left with more questions than answers. The journey has taken us from simple curiosity to deep-seated suspicion, and now to a kind of grudging official acknowledgement that something is truly out there. Could these objects be advanced surveillance drones from a rival nation, a technology so secret it seems almost magical? This is a possibility governments take seriously. Or could the explanation be something that stretches our understanding, other dimensions bleeding through? Others wonder if they could be time travelers from our own future. When faced with objects that defy our known physics, maybe we need to expand our definition of what is possible. The data forces us to consider explanations outside of everyday experience and scientific models. The search for truth continues now with a renewed sense of legitimacy. The stigma is slowly fading. Pilots, generals, and intelligence officials speak on the record. Are we at the peak of technological achievement, or are we just beginning to glimpse a much larger, more complex reality? What do you think is really out there, waiting in the endless, silent dark?